Hello everyone, this is Akuchi back with some more Dominion. We'll be playing another league match, my second to last of the season. Be up against JNails. Here's the standing so far. JNails has only played one match, so we're helping him out. It's all 50%, which is incredible. How long can we keep this up? Alrighty. And away we go. Is that Riverboat Mint? That's not very good. So are we missing plus actions? It sure looks like it. Not only are we missing plus actions, there's a lot of terminal actions here. My inclination is to play with Enchantress, but there's also an argument to play with Wine Merchant because it's plus buy. I wonder if Apprentice Wheelwright makes sense. Wheelwright effectively reduces hand size by 1 to gain a 5 cost card. And then Apprentice will increase hand size by 3 if you trash a 5 cost card. So the net result is increasing hand size by 2. That's not the most exciting thing that one can do, but we could buy scouting party supplies. It looks like that's what my opponent's doing. Is it good? I don't really know. It looks good to me. So we have 5 here. We'll have 3 next time around. So Enchantress will generally turn a horse into a pig, which seems pretty good. I don't think I believe in like playing for more than a single province. Wayfarer is what our opponent goes for. That's interesting. I could get another Enchantress here. That'll potentially set up Terminal Collision, which I don't love, but eh. I guess we can play this horse now. I don't hate that, because we might even get an Enchantress in play. Either way, it'll split the Enchantresses up across shuffles, which is a good place to be. And I can buy another Apprentice here. Or I could buy a gold or something. Buying gold is something JNails would never do. Well, that was really fortunate to see that Apprentice. It would be unfortunate if we draw into another Enchantress, but so it goes. Defiled Shrine is is pretty attractive, but it's like eventually it'll be 5 VP, but you have to trash the curse first. That's pretty good. When it gets to 6, it'll be definitely worth getting, I think. I suppose the gold plays against that. I am still contemplating the Wheelwright thing. If you build bigger, there are more defiled shrine points you can potentially get, which is interesting. Oh, buys a messenger. Huh. I'm kind of tempted. I'm kind of tempted. To pick up the defiled shrine points. We could also get an apprentice, but I think being able to use scouting party 1 or 2 times here is pretty nice. I think I can use it. Yeah, I can use it twice. Hmm. Could be mistaken. So, yeah, whatever. We might as well. Second apprentice, yep. I think I will also get a second apprentice. Hmm. This is not great. Because if I trash this copper, I can't buy scouting party. My hand next turn is not likely to be great. I guess it's a question of, I can just buy scouting party and nothing else. How valuable is it to have the extra supplies? I mean, it's pretty good, but trashing a copper is probably better. So I think the ultimate choice here is just, is a scouting party worth it? I think the answer is yes, since we have no apprentices down there. I really want to play these enchantresses each turn if I can. Okay, I'm content to just trash copper here. Seems fine. Let's go ahead and get the Wheelwright. I think it's worthwhile now that I have 2 apprentices. Okay, got those Wheelwrights. I think we do that regardless. And now we can Wheelwright this apprentice potentially. And then what are we gonna buy? I think this is, we can buy another gold. That looks pretty good. That's always something we can trash, you know? Also something we can Wheelwright. Big turn from our opponent. I'd like to province this turn if we can. Yeah, seems like a pretty good setup we have. Alright, the opponent has 2 buys, which is interesting. Oh, I guess it's pretty nice to pick a horse, because that horse stays on the deck. Hmm. Yeah, I guess this Enchantress attack isn't as punishing as I thought it would be. Ooh. Um, let's just apprentice the apprentice. That's not ideal. Looks like we can discard the gold this turn. This is the last turn we get to do that. I mean, JNails doesn't have the money for like double province, but that's pretty good. He's not allowed to buy gold. So what will JNails get here? Another Wheelwright. Hmm. This is a problem. Okay. That was the draw I wanted. And the reason why I gained a Wheelwright there instead of an Apprentice was in case I'd drawn in the opposite order, where the gold was bottom decked. I wanted to be able to play that Wheelwright to get around to it. And that would have been really good because I could have discarded a province and gained an Apprentice there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So we're down one Apprentice from what we want to have. Hopefully we'll draw one of our two Apprentices. I guess we could also just draw gold supplies, copper, that'd be fine too. Our opponent is going to be able to get some defiled shrine points, it looks like. But yeah, will it be enough to like... Oh, no, they don't. Okay, well this is ideal. This is definitely ideal. Let's go ahead and just get another apprentice here. I should have saved that, maybe. But now we got 4 apprentices, so this should be a lock for kicking off on our turn. And we can trash 1 more copper. Oh, we can also like gain and play a wine merchant. Or a messenger or something. Let's see if our opponent takes the curse here. Seems likely with that. Okay, so that's tricky. That definitely makes things tricky. How do we want to handle this? 'Cause... 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 'C I think our opponent only has one apprentice. Hmm. But that one apprentice can do quite a lot. But it's going to be hard for him to trash that curse, I guess, is what I'm getting at. If we get a province duchy, can our opponent like trash curse and get province duchy? I don't think so. And we only have 9 coins, so we need to use the wine merchant, I think. I think it needs to be wine merchant. We have another apprentice down there. If I can hold on to this. Oh, shoot. I wasn't thinking clearly. Shoot. I think I want to just trash this enchant. No, I'm not playing an enchantress this turn. Right. So this all works. It's good to just get as many enchantresses as we can, I think. I'm not crazy about this. Yeah. Oh, I could have done things differently. Well, let's go ahead and just do it this way. We'll see where we go from here. Oh, they had another enchant apprentice. I guess I was wrong. But they trashed it, so they can't trash the curse at least. So maybe they can. They can't tie because that would involve, well, their first player, so they don't get to tie with province duchy. So I think we're safe this turn. Hmm. Okay. I think we apprentice the enchantress. I think that's our best shot. Well, we can actually just trash the province, can't we? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe I could have got by without a trash in the province, but we take the guaranteed win, even though it's not a thing I like to do. We've got Joust. Ooh. We can do Mountain Shrine and then bury it. We could do Mountain Shrine, bury, buy a Mountain Shrine. That's kind of good. But there's also Catapult, which seems better than double Mountain Shrine. It's really tough. You just can't. It's hard to increase hand size. It's like Herald stuff and maybe activated Mountain Shrine. I think we're gonna go with Catapult, probably bury it, and then buy Mountain Shrine. That's my thinking. I don't know if it's worth one debt to top deck the Catapult. I'm really not sure, but I'm doing it. I don't really want to do anything else. Yeah. Terrible. Terrible. Okay. I guess we get a silver. Is it worth getting a druid? Because it is non-terminal plus buy, which is not bad. I think I want more expensive stuff though at the moment. Hmm. What should we buy with 5? Right? That's an important question. We eventually want a joust. That much is clear. Do we want it now? I kind of do. Not the best distribution here. We could Herald and top deck it, but eh. It might be correct actually to get the Herald. Yeah, I think I want Herald just because it's good to have in the deck, and if our Catapult is the second from the last card, Herald will find it. That's a big turn from our opponent. They only have the one trasher, though, which is interesting. I have an estate down there. I really want to bury, I think. I don't... I could buy the druid here. You know? I like having some plus buy. What? Our opponent got a catapult. Obnoxious. I think I'll get a minstrel. I like having one, like, legit village, and obviously minstrel's a good card, so seems like a good get to me. Wait, how did you do that? Oh, playing the Wandering Minstrel shuffled. Well, that's really painful to me. Every frickin' turn. Is our opponent just really thin? I just don't have any money. How's our opponent have such a good turn? Oh, it top decks the silver. That's not good. But what can you do? This is a ridiculous, like, this is ridiculous what our opponent's seeing. I mean, we can just give up right now. Pretty much. I'm really shocked at how much better this went for our opponent than us. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Whatever. So we can get plus buy if we want, but that doesn't accomplish much. And none of it does much. We have a Herald. We could get a tea house. It is better in a lot of ways. Our opponent might attack us next turn, so I think tea house is probably correct. What are the options here? Oh, I can do I can do River's Gift. That'll probably just make the discard more painful, but what are the odds? I'll go tea house, whatever. We're just so far behind. And we're player one. How did this even happen? This is bonkers. This is very puzzling. Our opponent is so thin. Oh my goodness. Wait, our opponent didn't find their province? You've got to be kidding me. It's so frustrating. I'd love to attack. I just slow myself down too much, I think, if I do that. It's really frustrating. I don't think there's anything worth burying. I don't even want to look. I've been pretty unlucky with my Herald. That much is true. But, I mean, half the deck. Oh, interesting. They're probably like all out. Freaking finally! This turn is a complete dud. Complete dud. I don't even know like what could possibly bring us back in this game, to be honest. I think I'll just resign. Save the mental anguish. That's a very baffling game. I didn't even think my luck was all that bad. My opponent got like perfect draws with the Catapult when they added it to the deck. So yeah, I mean maybe late Catapult is better than I expected. I really don't know what the takeaway there is. But whatever, new game. Okay. Woodworkers Guild is pretty good. Border Guard can set up Emissary pretty nicely too, and then Border Guard is a nice target for Woodworkers Guild. There's some synergy there. I mean, we also have Guildmaster. We have pretty much everything we need. On turn 2, we can turn a villa into whatever we want, which is pretty nice. So one thing we're missing is trashing. I think I like Grotto Guildmaster open. I'm thinking about crew though. Wait, we have advance as well? That seems that's interesting. Oh no. We do need to we can do Woodworkers Guild, but we can't do advance, right? Because of the plus buy situation. So what is the what do we want? What do we want? More than anything, I feel like I want money. Because crop rotation would be really good. Yeah, let's just do that. So that'll trigger a shuffle. Is that something we want to do? Or would we rather have a clean shuffle? That'll be 6 coins, which is pretty great. So that's our crop rotation there. Yeah. I like the clean shuffle. And then here, we have a variety of options. I think I like smugglers. I feel like we're just gonna get good cards from smugglers, and we have Villa to bail us out if we need plus actions. I think I like it. Crop rotation in Grotto is a little bit interesting. It's a little bit interesting. I don't want to set aside all my estates with Grotto. Unless I can get it back around to them. But generally, I think what we're going to want to do is set aside 2 estates, have one left, and hope that we draw that. Well, I mean, we'll have a very good chance to draw it with our Grotto stuff, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough decision whether we set aside 1 or 2 estates to Grotto, is what I'm getting at. It's definitely a bit awkward. What did our opponent get there? An emissary? That's great. I want an emissary. Um, should I Grotto all this? Or should I just Grotto 2 and then buy a Grotto? I think I prefer that. This is a really interesting board. Our opponent's playing with these importers. I would rather just smuggle whatever they import. Big think from JNails, probably deciding whether or not they want to buy crop rotation. They set aside 4 cards with Grotto, so probably not. We're going to do crop rotation first, Grotto second. Hmm. Okay. Let's just go ahead and buy the villa. Alright. Yeah. So what do we want to buy? We can buy a 2-cost card. We can buy a border village. That seems fine to me. How many? Let's try this. What did our opponent get? Just a border guard? Okay. Oh, that's very lucky. That's very lucky. This looks great. Got all kinds of deck control. My opponent doesn't have a smugglers, they don't have crop rotation. Gains an emissary, that's fine by me. Emissary seems great. Smugglers. Yeah, let's go ahead and just grab another emissary. Alright, 2 buys, a bunch of money. I feel like another smugglers could be worth it. So we have up to 9. I think I'll go... Yeah, I mean, we could go... We don't really need another guildmaster. So we could go gold smugglers. Um, let's give it a try. Yeah, we might not be able to rotate those crops this turn. I'm gonna want crew, I think. Smugglers is really good against fairgrounds. I should probably start thinking about province this turn. JNails smuggle the gold. What the hell, man? I did not see that possibility. So our opponent has just the permanent edge. Huh. Guess we'll see. So our opponent picked up a border guard. They picked up 17,000 villas. Hmm. So that's our plus buy that's also constrained. So I like the idea of getting... I don't know. I'm just going to do this. I don't want to think too much. Probably good to get an emissary. It is good for our opponent to smuggle it, though, which is kind of annoying. Oh, hold on, hold on. Oh, shoot. Wait, didn't they gain gold, or was that a previous turn? Uh, or did I? Well... So we can gain a gold here, if we prefer. It seems kind of nice to have another gold, but maybe it's better if our opponent, like for our opponent, if they have another gold, you know? Hmm. Hmm. I think it's worthwhile to have another gold. We'll just have to deal with that. That was a bad turn from our opponent. Hmm. I really just need some more border guards, I think. don't think I want a top deck. I don't think that's very good. I kind of like the 5 cards I have there. On the other hand, no, I kind of like the 5 cards I have there. It's pretty good. Playing this border guard is like only bad if we see 2 estates. I don't know. I think it's worthwhile. Is it? We have an emissary down there. I think we stop here. And I don't think we want to set aside the border guard. So we're going to have 7 plus 6, 13. That seems like plenty to me. I have the 3 emissaries. I think I kind of just want... I could Woodworkers Guild Border Guard into Border Guard. But leaving 3 Border Guards seems fine to me. I never seen that Woodworkers Guild Villa trick. That was rude. This game could go on for a while, but I'm hoping to just take the provinces, you know. Ooh, Fairgrounds acquired. Our opponent has 1 smugglers. Yeah, I mean, gaining Fairgrounds is obviously going to be incredible value. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's get that in our hand. Ooh, that's great. We can grotto like so. And now we can smuggle. Well, we could also just take double province. I mean, theoretically. No, practically. We can just take double province. We're not likely to get that opportunity much more. Yeah. I give my opponent nothing to smuggle that way. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Seems nice. I've been lucky with seeing my one and only villa. That luck will probably not continue. I guess I should count uniques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we get 11 easy. Um, it's tough to get much more. It'll be tough to get to 15 uniques. Definitely possible though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely possible. Or even importer. And we can advance into like one of these two. Get to see 6 more cards. That's a pretty good chance of seeing Villa or Border Guard into Villa. Let me turn off my AC. I don't think I need it. Whoa! Multiple grottos. You know, it's not bad. If I had as many buys as my opponent does, I would probably be considering that line. Okay. Well, this is extremely unlucky. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. This is like the worst possible luck we could have. Huh. Huh. I think I do want to draw more. Because we have no emissary down there, so yeah, this is remarkable. It's probably too greedy to have more, to have all these emissaries at this stage. Probably too greedy. I suppose we could... No, I don't think we had plus buy. Hmm. Oh boy, the lantern's really good. So we can potentially end the game on Grotto. Something to keep in mind. I think we have another estate down there, or another green card. Maybe not. Well, this game definitely got closer as a result of that dud. My opponent has some good pile emptying potential with all their plus buy. Like, they can almost win this turn. Alright, huge advantage for our opponent now. I think this we do regardless. Are we going to get there? Doesn't look like it. We have, yeah, we don't have many border cards left. We could consider stopping. No. We're going to trigger a shuffle regardless, I think. We could buy an estate. Oh, if we smuggle Fairgrounds, don't we give our opponent the option to end it on Fairgrounds? They have a billion cards set aside with Grotto. I think they win as a result of my dud. I think we make it too easy for our opponent to win. If we take the Fairgrounds. So our opponent just needs to smuggle a Fairgrounds and then buy 2 Fairgrounds. Definitely harder for our opponent to buy 2 provinces, so I think that's what we're going to bank on. Them. So we're going to take a province duchy, I guess. Which means we do that. I don't see any other way. Them being able to take the lantern, I think that just changed the game completely. If they don't get the lantern, I think we're in a good spot. Looks like they have a win. Yep, that was always a risk. What are you gonna do? Definitely could have gone either way. What the heck am I looking at? I need to take a break. And I'm back. What on earth is this kingdom? Stonemason is good with advance. Broker is the liaison. So we could have a broker that gives us +1 coin and then eventually +1 action, +1 buy. That's pretty good. I don't think I've ever had this combination before. Otherwise, the draw is kind of meh. Oh, we have a 2/5. Well, I guess we're going to open with upgrade, huh? So the only actions would be broker. Elder into broker is interesting. Oh, I hadn't considered that option. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know how to play this game. And that's the truth. Blacksmith does not appeal to me. Getting a stonemason and a billion experiments, that's pretty good. Might be even better to get a second upgrade, though. Because we can upgrade experiment and such. I don't know. What the hell, man? This is messed up. Alright, and then we can stonemason to gain broker ninja if we want. How do we get plus buy? I guess the only way is a League of Shopkeepers. Well, we could just stop here. And we could just stop here. Could get another upgrade. Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't know if I have another experiment down there. I don't think I do. I could advance, or I could just buy experiment and leave the stonemason so we can trash it. Seems pretty good. This is such a weird kingdom. Um, hmm. I sure hope I have some. There's some brokers left in the pile. We've attained, both of us have attained maximum broker value. Yeah, maybe I should get a ninja now. Pals are going to be quite low once brokers go. Pals are going to be very low. Okay. Cool. I don't know what's down there. Okay, we're out of experiments. So if we use broker to trash a copper, it's pretty similar to forager. Not super exciting. That's some good trashing. I'm probably losing this game. I just don't even know where this game goes, you know? Oh, yeah, Scepter's pretty good. Hmm. Not the greatest. I think we need to play more aggressively. I don't know. It seems good to me to have more brokers, but maybe it doesn't matter much. Because we do need trash targets, like, for all of them. Hmm. I don't know. I don't think it's trivial for my opponent to win if we take the brokers. Let's just do it. I just can't really think about this kingdom too deeply. Makes my head hurt. They should be able to win. I'll let them figure it out. This board is too complex for me. Too weird. If I were JNails, I would try to set up. You stonemason something, you get stonemason estate, and then you get enough coins to buy stonemason double upgrade. That's 14 coins. That's not easy. It might not be possible. They do have Scepter, though. But you, like, need trash targets, so it's unclear to me. I have no idea. How does Mountain Pass work in terms of, like, ending the game with it? Ending with you, okay. So you don't want to try to end the game by buying province, because your opponent can just bid 40 on Mountain Pass. That's no good. Kiln is interesting. It is a way to gain things. But how do you have to get plus actions from broker? It's so awkward. This whole board is so awkward. Oh yeah, maybe there's like an upgrade chain they can do. That would be cheaper. Didn't they trash an upgrade though? Yeah, I think they're out of upgrades, so they need to draw that upgrade. Yeah, yeah. It's not easy to do an upgrade chain from their position. Something we could consider, potentially. Though we might not have enough forecast to make it work. Yeah, we definitely don't. This is a weird board. Town Crier gaining silver could actually be useful here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, did they have it? They're pretty close, right? Oh, I forgot about advance. All right, well done. It must have been, I knew it must have been there. Alrighty. I did not know how to navigate that board at all. Well, we are down 1-3. Let's see if we can finish with 2 wins. That'd be nice. Bridge Troll. Infirmary. Wait, the Owl? Okay. Okay. We have a 2-5, which I don't love. We probably take Wharf. With a 5-2, we could definitely think about an Infirmary open. I do not like our opening split. I think it should be Wharf. However, we could just be playing with Way of the Owl, you know? Way of the Owl has a lot going for it. In which case we should open Festival, I think. Hmm. Let's go Infirmary for one. Oh, that's interesting. Hadn't considered that. I can't buy Fishing Village with something else, so I think that means I buy a Festival. Not quite getting the draws I'm looking for. Great. I don't know. I need some fishing villages, clearly. Maybe I should buy a falconer, now that I'm thinking about it. It definitely triggers off of a bunch of stuff. I don't know what happened there, but sure. Somehow our opponent didn't have a falconer in hand. That's great for us. Now, this is not good for us. Like, I want to have good cards in my hand. Instead, I have bad cards. That's not cool. I don't even understand what my opponent's doing, to be quite honest. There's a sheepdog, which is played as Way of the Owl in the buy phase to draw up more stuff so you can play more falconers or something. It's very cute. I don't even, whatever. I don't even care. Of course, we don't even. That should probably have been... I don't know, whatever. None of this matters. Honestly. We didn't have a good opening split, and I don't know. I don't think I made good decisions, but I don't know what the right decisions were. My opponent's doing lots of cute stuff. I don't think it matters. I think my opponent could have done a great number of things and won. Because I just didn't have the actions. I just didn't have anything. I think you might want a bridge troll. Whatever, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, buy all the bridge trolls. Seems like the best thing to do. I don't think I have any possibility of anything good happening. I think it all seems terrible. Ugh. That was that worked out for our opponent. I'll go ahead and say JNails played that well. Great. Joust. This is interesting. What do we want to pair with Chapel? Oh. Pouches in the kingdom. I think that means we want silver into Chapel Ride. This kingdom, what is it missing? It has a weak village. We're going to want to attack with Relic. Attacking with Witch is probably correct as well, but it's a little bit, it's a little more dubious. So we're probably going to want to get a village or two from Joust. Cornet seems really good to play with Storyteller. Confusing, but really good. Well, well, well. This is not what I wanted to see. So next turn we're going to have 3, most likely. Oh, we have 4. Okay. Should we get a tracker? I'm not too excited about that. That seems really good, what our opponent is seeing in their hands right now. Seems really good. I think I'm just going to buy 2 rides. Because we want to play with Relic. So you might even buy that. Yeah, this isn't too bad what's going on here, so long as I can actually see my chapel and play it next turn. Okay, I take it back. That was not sufficient. There were other conditions. Shoot! So do we trash the pouch? I don't think so. There's no other really convenient source of plus buy in the kingdom. So I think we want to hold on to that. And we have 3 horses down there. Yep, okay. So we can add a silver here safely, I'm pretty sure. We can play this horse to get an extra silver, which is probably not necessary. No, it's worthwhile. We just get the relic. Seems all good to me. Well, it really sucks to lose the game this way. I'm gonna want a storyteller eventually. Oh, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. Hmm. Maybe it's best to not play the Joust. The best case scenario is we draw the silver, which means we could get a province. And we have the Storyteller on top, which pretty much guarantees that we combine it. Hmm. That is probably worth it. If we see the Storyteller, we cycle through it. And then we can buy a ride on top of a Horn of Plenty. That seems worth. Okay. It was not the good draws, so c'est la vie. At least we have Relic. At least we have Relic. Does my opponent have 2 copper left? Hmm. They must. I am thinking about getting. I don't know. I think we should just. I think Silver Storyteller makes the most sense. I'm not sure what the best prize is, to be honest. Coronet seems really good. And then you've got the standard prizes that are good. Renown and Courser. They're all pretty good. Oh boy. This is not ideal. Okay. What's down there? We have a chapel. I think a silver. I think we take a tormentor here. Uh-oh. Well, bad draw as we lose the game. Too bad. Too bad. We thought we might have a chance, but then the game decided, no, you don't need to see a storyteller. I'll let your opponent see a storyteller, but not you. I don't even know how I got behind in the first place, to be honest. There was a turn where Relic was bottom deck, which really messed me up. Maybe that was all it came down to. My opponent was able to buy Relic on turn 3. That was definitely good. Better than what we had. We bottom decked our horses that one turn, which really slowed us down. Yeah, pretty much all the draws were against us. Dang it! That's what I wanted. I'm pretty screwed. I mean, I've been screwed. I can't even draw here. That was atrociously bad luck in that final game. Yeah, well, we're probably gonna demote, but we got one more match left, so if we do well enough, we'll survive. Till then.